Hey, yo, can I talk to you for a second? You're looking really good, by the way. Hey, baby girl. Hey, yo, baby girl. Hey, yo, ma, can I just talk to you, though? I can? All right, my name is Tori Bullock, and today we're gonna be learning how to treat our art like we treat a girl. Welcome to the Freelancers Kitchen. Hey, yo, ma, let me talk to you real quick, huh?
You have to have a lot of passion for what you're doing because it's so hard that if you don't, any rational person would give up.
That's one of my favorite quotes because it always connects to up-and-coming artists. Due to our usually thin skin, whenever we hear the word no, it usually results in us shutting down. Whenever we hear that two-letter word uttered, that solid brick wall of confidence that we used to have starts to crack a little bit and it starts to fall right over. But there are certain situations where a person feels an undying hunger to push forward in the face of overwhelming adversity. Nowhere is this more apparent than being rejected by the opposite sex. As a guy, there's something about being rejected by a girl that sends the person who has been rejected into complete overdrive. In the art world, when we are told no, we simply pick up our ball and we go home and we think to ourselves, maybe I wasn't good enough. But when we're rejected by a girl, we never think to ourselves, maybe I'm not good enough. We think, hey, I am good enough. I'm amazing. They just haven't seen it yet. There is a level of persistence and dedication that exists when you are trying to bag someone that can directly be translated and used to map out ways to stay hungry for your art. So for this lesson, we're gonna role play a little bit. No matter what sex you are, I want you to assume the role of a guy that just won't stop trying to bag a girl. Step one, get her attention. It's 11 o'clock at night and you see that she's on Facebook. So you update your status to something clever. You post some cute little picture of yourself to try to get her attention. In other words, you are setting up your perception and cultivating your audience. You are giving them a sample glance and generating just enough interest for them to want to know more. There is nothing more annoying than being the guy at the bar who won't stop talking about how amazing he is. When it comes to your craft, audiences, just like someone that you're interested in, like to be shown, not told. Don't tell them you're amazing and expect them to follow you. Show them you're amazing and they'll do everything needed to support you. Step two, keeping her attention. For this very small window of time, they have given you a second glance. Now it's your turn to let them know that they didn't make a mistake when giving you a shot. Being vague is a great tool to garner interest, but it's not the best tool to use when you're trying to get somebody to actually pay money to come support you. In this moment, you need to define what it is that you actually do. Step three, the perfect date. Okay, so you got their attention, you kept them interested, now you've convinced them to actually come out and give you a shot. Think of your product as a date. Make sure that the experience that you're about to give them is worthy of the journey that they have taken so far. Artists often do so much work to get people to come to their show that they sometimes forget to actually have a good show prepared. You would never show up to a date with some dirty sweatpants and a raggedy t-shirt on. So why invite an audience to a piece of work of yours that isn't up to par? Much like cleaning your apartment when you're expecting someone to come over, first impressions here are vital when it comes to people seeing your work and supporting your work. If you don't have a good impression, they're not coming back. Step four, back off. Accept the fact that you have done everything that you could possibly do up until this point. Hopefully, you have made a great impression. After it's all over, let it go. Do not wallow. Put the ball down in their court and wait for them to pick it up. And the last part of all of this, you're either gonna fall into one or two categories if you've done all this correctly. It's either gonna be, congratulations, you made a great impression, you took them out on a great date, you did everything you needed to do, and hey, they wanna see you again. Or, sorry, I'm not interested. If it's congrats, communication is key to building this relationship. Let your audience know who you are, what you're about, and what you have coming up. Talk to them. Cultivate this relationship and make it into something special and something bigger than you ever thought it could be. If it's just sorry, move on, bro. Keep it moving, keep it stepping. She's not that into you. And try to create something else, try to create another piece of work that people can buy into. So if you did all that stuff correctly, you will have successfully learned how to treat your art like a girl you really want. So that, I gotta go. That was this episode of the Freelancers Kitchen. Adios. I'm coming, girl.